Ah yes, the classic Valorant experience. You pick a corner, bang, you're dead. Headshots in Valorant are the essence of the game. One tap for a Sheriff or a Vandal and it's game over. But what if I told you headshots didn't exist?
Posturing, trying to offer themselves up here in the raid, has got so much to do!
In this alternate universe, every bullet, whether it's to the toe or the forehead, does the same damage. The Phantom and the Vandal, practically the same gun. Guns with high headshots multipliers, instantly nerfed. This change would shift the entire balance of Valorant's gunplay, economy, and even which agents are meta. Let's talk about weapons. Right now, Valorant rewards precision. The Vandal is king thanks to its ability to one-tap with a single headshot across any range. But remove that and suddenly, it's just a slightly harder to control Phantom with no real edge. SMGs like the Stinger and Spectre, they skyrocket in value. They never relied on the headshots to begin with. They win fights by spamming bullets into bodies, and now that headshots are irrelevant, they'll dominate close range fights for half the price. Even shotguns? Yeah, they might sneak back into the meta. Imagine a judge in a world where every duel is just a who lands more body shots first contest. With them and the operator being the only weapons to one-tap someone, they'll start to become way more useful. And snipers, the Marshal loses its entire identity. As for the outlaw and operator, I don't think they'll be too impacted. The core of the outlaw is based around double body shots, and the operator deletes anyone with a body shot. This is where it gets really interesting. Some agents live and die by headshots. Take Chamber. His headhunter becomes instantly useless. His potential to get a pick and teleport away using his rendezvous? Gone. The only things left are his ultimate and his strip, and at this point, other sentinels will probably get the spotlight. Jett and Phoenix rely heavily on weapons like the Sheriff or Marshal during their early rounds or clutch moments. Without headshots, their pistol round pop-offs raced. By that point, the meta for duelists will probably revolve more around Raze and Neon, since they shine with movement and the uses of SMGs and shotguns. But by far, the duelist will come out as winner of this change is ISO. In a no headshot meta, he becomes terrifying. His shield essentially guarantees he wins the first peak. He walks into fights with a health advantage every time, and if we suppose that shotguns and operators are the only one-tap weapon, his shield counters both of these. And don't forget that there is a literal damage amplifier built into his kit, in the form of his undercut. Multiplying the amount of damage you deal in this meta is a game changer, because this means you need half as many bullets to kill your enemy. And then there's Sage and Skye. Healing in Valorant has always been secondary, because headshots delete you too fast to matter. But now, healing becomes the most valuable utility in the game. A Sage who can top you back up to full after a body shot duel, that's a round saver. Skye's AoE healing and fast rotates? Suddenly elite. Team-wide sustain matters now, not just utility. Think of how much more value her flashes and heals combo into a body shot only meta. And we can't forget regen shields. Right now they're kinda niche. Handy but nothing game breaking. But in this world, they're meta defining. With no risk of getting insta-killed by a headshot, your shield has time to recharge. The 25 HP wall between you and death regenerates between fights, making agents like Harbor, Brimstone or even Deadlock far tankier simply because they can back off, reset and return stronger. Add a healer to that like Sage or Skye and you gotta sustain loops that never existed in Valorant before. Valorant without headshots becomes less of a twitchy, flick-happy shooter, and more like a tactical war of positioning and stamina. Pre-firing angles becomes useless, spray control overtakes raw aim, duels last longer, and pre-firing becomes riskier because training is harder when people don't instantly die. Economy changes too. You'll see fewer forced sheriffs, more specters and stingers. The classic pistol round suddenly becomes the longest round of the match. Valorant without headshots turns every round into a war of attrition. Duelists fall, supports rise. Sprays matter, one-taps don't. Would it be better? Maybe. Would it be boring? Definitely not. But one thing's for sure, it wouldn't be Valorant as we know it. And you might land more kills, but would they feel as satisfying? Let me know in the comments. Would you play this version of Valorant? Or would it break your soul to land 5 perfect headshots and still lose the fight? And as always, dropping a like would help satisfy the ever-hungry YouTube algorithm. I'm on my way to Harvard, my dream school. And if you want to follow the journey, don't forget to subscribe. See ya!